everybody, welcome back. I'm glad to be back today. I've got this silly little video. Everybody's made these, but I'm gonna kick it up a notch and I'm gonna show you some bacon ranch deviled eggs. They're so good. They're my favorite, and this is about the only way I like them now. So I got this idea from a friend. She gave me the recipe, and I'm gonna show you how I do this. So super easy, and I think you're gonna like them. But before I go on, I've got my cool Daffy Duck cup, a Daffy Duck glass, and it was put out by Pepsi, the Pepsi series, let's see here, in 1978. Ooh, I really like this one. It's got everybody. They're making a little film crew. They've got Bugs Bunny there. They've got Yosemite Sam. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah. I haven't thought about him in a while. And I just love Daffy and the headdress. So anyway, big sip. Cocktail of the day is going to be a little bit of cranberry juice with vodka, better known as a Cape Cod. A lot of ice. It's a little warm, and I tell you, we're still in picnic mode. So deviled eggs are for picnics, they're at gatherings, you go to a potluck, and you have them at Christmas time sometimes. And you walk in, you look at the spread, and there's always this little plate of deviled eggs. They're always there. You don't really know who, did somebody bring them? Are they gonna have onions? Are they gonna have pickles? It's always a little surprise. And the funny thing about it, they all taste different. At least to me they do. I'm like, that one was a little mayonnaise-y, or that was a little mustardy. So it's just hilarious. And the word devil, I did a little research on it. Deviled eggs, because you got deviled ham, you got deviled eggs. I looked it up and wondered why. Back in the day, deviled meant heat. So the heat was basically a little hot, a little heat. So I add a little spice to mine, just on top, just a little bit. So let's get started. Super easy. I got a little bit of everything up here. I got a craft, I got a cocktail, and I got this cool little snack. And we're having barbecue sandwiches today, and that's why I thought, you know what? I think I want to make some deviled eggs with this. And I don't eat a lot of them, guys. I might eat 2 or 3, but my husband loves them. He loves them. So anyway, I just thought, you know what? And I already took out the little wells. You make your little boats here. You clean them out as good as you can. And you know how easy it is. You just go right down the middle. And you clean them out. Just kind of dig out the little yolk in there, and try to make it as clean as you can. If not, I know some people, I looked online, oh my gosh, there's 100 recipes. Some people go really crazy on this. They rinse them out. Oh my gosh, I was like, that's a lot of rinsing. I thought, I don't want my eggs wet. I thought, I'm just gonna do this. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. I got my cool tunes on. I'm doing this, and I'm having a good time, and I'm glad to see you again. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this. And you're gonna mash it down. Some people use a potato masher. I don't, I just use a fork. And I didn't bring the pickles out this time because I don't really like it with this combination. I know a lot of people add the relish, the pickle relish. I don't, guys. I'm going to add the mustard, I'm going to add the ranch, and I'm going to add the bacon for the topper. And I didn't make any extra ones. I thought about it. I had a plate going, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it as I go. I thought, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So as you can see, looks all nice, all crumbly. And then you start to make it smoother when you add your condiments. So I've got everything out here in case I need more, but I usually go with like half a tablespoon, maybe two teaspoons is basically what I'm saying. 2 teaspoons. Whoops, let me see if oops, that's gonna be a mess. Let's see. Oh, look, I brought napkins. I know. I never do that. I always forget my napkins, and then I'm mad at myself. And use any ranch you want. I just happen to have the Kraft. And this one, you're going to have to be a little careful. You're going to have to be just a little careful because you don't want it too watery. And this one's thick. The Kraft one is really thick, I noticed. And you know how it is. You add as you go, And if you want to incorporate your bacon in this, you can, guys. I don't like to see the bacon get, all in the mix, but some people do. I noticed that. It was online, and my friend made these one time. And I went to a Super Bowl party, and I said, why are these so different? I thought, these are so good. And she said, oh, I don't add mayonnaise. She said, I add ranch. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do that. And then she said, and then I top it off with bacon. And she had the real bacon, and I could have done that, guys, but it's hot here. So I bought the bacon, you know, the little bacon that I use. I bought the real bacon. So anyway, and you can use the spicy mustard too. In fact, you know what? Let's add a little bit of spicy mustard. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oops, if I can even get this out. Oh, stamp. There it is. Okay. Okay, let's put that back there. And I might add just a little bit more of my ranch. Yeah, because I know it's going to be smooth. And I know what I noticed about people doing this, they put it in the piping bag and all that. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I just fill my wells. And, you know, like I tell you, you can go as fancy as you want with this. And I was really laughing at the fact that they have videos on how to peel eggs. I know. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? What? I need to learn how to peel an egg, I thought? That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I know how to peel an egg. But I always do mine under the water. I crack them. You do 2 big pieces, they come right out, guys. The eggs just come right out. Now, if you crack them too many times, you're going to have the little bitty pieces. That doesn't work. So look how smooth it looks. And like I tell you, I incorporated the spicy mustard, the regular mustard, and the ranch. Why? Because I think it tastes better. All the different flavors. So good. And like I tell you, add your pickles if you want to. Your relish, that would add a good flavor. But because it's with bacon and everything, I said, nah. I thought that's okay. That's okay. And let's start filling these up. Let me get a napkin and wipe this off so I can start kind of fresh. Okay, put that over there. And I'm not going to take you through all of them, guys, but I'll show you a few and how I do these. And I was looking at the Paula Deen one, and she does it just like this. You know, the Paula Deen, she's got the Southern recipes and all that. I'm not a big fan of hers because I notice a lot of her stuff has a lot of butter in it. And I'll watch every once in a while, but she had a pretty good recipe, and she filled up her little wells too, just like this. I was kind of surprised she didn't use a piping bag because everybody was doing it. Everybody likes the whole frosting look. I don't like that. I was like, whoops, I don't like that. I thought, that's too weird and mushy. And this is a little chunkier. I'm a little nervous, guys. It's like, I get nervous when I get on camera. Okay, so you can see where this is going. You rinse and repeat. Just keep going. Just keep going. And, you know, the good thing about this, guys, you buy a dozen eggs. You buy a dozen eggs, you got a whole party. You know, you got a whole party. If not, you just want to make 6. You know, you just make them for dinner. They're so nice. They're so nice. And like I tell you, it's just an extra. It's a good side dish. It's always there. Oops, let me get that out of the way. It's always there. It's so funny. I always get to the party and I'm like, there's the deviled eggs, I think. There they are. So, you know, the process can go quick. So, better than I thought. Better than I was a little scared. I was like, I don't know. Actually working on camera never works out. So, okay. So I did about 6 of those. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, as you can see, that's what it looks like. I'm going to move this over here. And this is where the good stuff comes in. Move this out of the way. This is where the good stuff comes in. You add the spice I like to use, and it's so funny. The spice I like to use is Slap Your Mama. I know that's funny. It's Slap Your Mama. It's really good. It's a little bit of a Cajun spice, and it's got the cayenne pepper in it. And I don't want to put too much. Let me see how this, this isn't too bad. Okay, I thought it might pour out. So I sprinkle a little bit on top instead of the paprika. But if you have paprika, use that. You know, use what you have. And it just looks pretty. It looks nice, and it tastes good. This tastes really good. I can't even tell you how good this is. I love it. And the star of the show is the bacon, of course. And the bacon, you're just gonna add a little bit on top. You're gonna have to smush them on there. And if you have the bigger bacon, guys, some people, you know, I mean, they were beautiful. Some people added a ribbon, you know, just a little ribbon. I add these little pieces. I squish them on top. I, you know, kind of just melt them into the, squish them into the egg, and they work. They work. And we're going to take a little bite because I want to see if they turned out good, and I added enough ingredients. We're going to take a big bite because I don't have my barbecue sandwiches yet, but I can't wait. I'm getting pulled pork barbecue sandwiches today. I'm excited. Takeout, of course. It's 106, I know. Texas, you know, this is hell. So I was like, I don't get to gamble, so I call it hell. So anyway, so this is so good. Ooh, I can't wait. Okay, let me see here real quick. Let me get the fork. Okay, and let's see what I want. Let's cut a little piece. Let's cut this one. Let's cut this one. Let's see if this is good. Come on. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. 2 big thumbs up, guys. Why? Because I can taste the spice from Slap Your Mama, and I can taste the bacon, and I can taste the ranch. It's good. It's creamy. I like it. It's not too, I make mine kind of lumpy, I like it. And what I like about it, guys, it doesn't have a lot of salt in it. It's just perfect. I like it. This is one of my favorites. I can't even go back to the old-timey one. I can't even go back to the all mayonnaise one. I can't do it. And I'm not a big mayonnaise girl anyway. I'll eat it, but it's not my favorite thing. And I thought, I can't even do the regular ones. This is the one I like. So anyway, before I let you go, let me show you my craft. You're going to love it. Put that over there. And my craft is, guess what I discovered? I discovered that if you make buttons, I had the old button maker, and I think it's called DC600 or something. I had ordered the DC600 button maker, and I loved it. And I kept making the regular buttons. I made all the regular buttons. I made the Barbie. I made David Bowie. Oh, look at my new Elvis ones. Oh, I'm so proud of these. Love this. I'll have my denim jacket. I give them out to friends. I'm going to be using them as gift hoppers. And yesterday, I went to the craft store, and they already have the Christmas craft fabric out. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to buy that fabric. And it was puppy fabric. And let me see. Here's what it looks like. And Shelly, if you're watching, oh my gosh, I may have to surprise you with some puppy fabric. So anyway, some bandanas. So anyway, look how pretty this is. And that's when I got this light bulb moment, boom. And I thought, I wonder if I can make buttons out of fabric. And you can. And you don't have to put the glossy part on top. So I already got started. All you do, so it kind of saves you on buying the supplies of the plastic. Because remember, I had bought this, I have a video on this about a year ago. All of this and all these pieces, guys, everything in this set was like $60. I've been using this now for over a year. If you look back at my old video, but I always did the glossy ones. And that's when I thought, I wonder if I can just do a button made out of fabric. And you can. So anyway, let me try to show you one. I've already been doing so many that my things they're getting off set where I have to reset them again. But let me see if I can do one real quick. Like I tell you, nothing ever works out on camera. And not when I try to go live. I'm like, oops. Let's see. Oh, that one's a little weird. Okay, let's do the pug. Come on, Pugly. Let's see if you can work. Oops. Let's see. Whoops. See, now I tell you, I don't think it's gonna work, guys. I might have to just. Let's see. Oh, it did. Okay. And then this part, the pin part. It comes on the bottom. So I was busy all morning. I was making a lot of these. I was having a good time, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to show them. Because I think this is, if you know anybody that does crafts and you want to get them something for Christmas, or they have grandkids, or they're, do baseball team stuff, this is such a good gift. They would have so much fun with this. Okay, let me see if it worked. It did. Okay, there it is. I made the pug. I think he's cute, so I've got my pug. Got my Boston Terrier, and I got my Corgi. And I just love that fabric. It looked kind of neat, and I was like, ooh, I'm liking this fabric. But I have Kiss fabric. I have all kinds. And I like the way I don't even have to add the glossy piece like I did on the Barbie one. So if you just get fabric, you could just make a button out of it. And what I thought about was I can get a lot of different Christmas buttons. I can make my own ugly sweater. I thought I can do all kinds of Rudolph and everything. I thought I could do a whole line of buttons, wear that to the mall, and that'll be my ugly sweater. So anyway, I thought this is such a funny idea. I had already showed this off before, but I got to working today, and I wanted to show it off again. So try this out. Like I tell you, it makes a good gift. If not, some people just aren't into this. Oh, and they have a smaller button maker. Those are the ones the kids like. Those are really popular, the little tiny ones. This is the bigger one that I grew up with. I like this size of button. I don't know why, I just do. So anyway, I thank you for coming back. And like Daffy says, suffer and succotash. Thank you, guys. Have a good one, okay? Bye.